welcome to Cruise Control. My name's Eric, and today we're going to be talking about an MR2. But you know what? Let's do a brief history lesson. What is the MR2? Well, Toyota back in the 80s decided to take on Ferrari with an affordable mid-engine car for the people. But what does MR2 stand for? That stands for midship rear drive two-seater. There's been 3 generations, but today we're going to concentrate on the second gen that came out in 1990 as a 91 model. With this one in particular has a custom 3.5 liter V6, a really good custom manual transmission. And you know what? I think it would be better to hear from the owner. Let's take a look at that right now.
Hi, my name is Stefan, and this is my first MR2 as well as my first ever mid-engined car. I'd previously had some experience driving SW20 MR2s that had belonged to my friends, a great opportunity to drive 92 NSX and various Porsche Caymans. I come from a JDM background. My first car was an RSX Type S. I've had 2 Subaru BRZs, both of the boosted and unboosted variety, as well as a Honda S2000, which I may still be slightly in love with. But the MR2 really holds a special place in my heart just because of the looks. Even today, the car draws massive amounts of attention, especially in the yellow, and really the lines are timeless. It's got that classic Ferrari, Lamborghini sort of wedge shape from the 90s, and especially with the pop-ups, looks like something, straight out of my childhood. I grew up loving the Lamborghini Diablo SV like it appeared in Need for Speed as a kid, and so I kind of like to look at this car as the Value Village version of it. This car has a 2GR V6. Right now we're at about 300 wheel horsepower, roughly 280 wheel torque. The FRS seats were just a natural fit. I'm kind of a bulkier guy, so normal bucket seats don't always sit the best for me. I'd had a lot of experience with these seats as well, and after finding some for a good price, we fabbed up some custom brackets, shampooed them, put them in the car, and it's really been a natural fit ever since. Coming from an S2000, which as many people regard has one of the best manual transmission shifters of all time, the MR2 cable shifters are definitely lacking. So the Hux Racing shifter really does change the entire feel of the car, gives you those crisp, direct shifts, very mechanical, very tactile, makes driving the car a blast, even at low speeds, just rolling through gears, merging onto the highway.
All right, so I have driven all 3 gens of the MR2. Previously, my favorite just from the factory, as far as driving dynamics, controversial or not, was the 3rd gen. Handling, I felt, was just less twitchy than Gen 1 and Gen 2. However, Gen 2 has always been my favorite as far as looks are concerned. Then this gentleman added that 3.5 liter V6, which yes, adds power, but if I'm gonna be honest, the sound that this thing makes. Those of you that say a V6 can't sound good, check this out. The way this thing handles is amazing. The shifter that he put on here, everything he did was such good detail that Toyota should have built it this way. There should have been a model that come out like this. This is just fantastic. This is my favorite MR2 I've ever driven, hands down. And guess what? This one's for sale. Click the link in my description if you'd like to buy this particular example. Thank you, sir, for letting me put this on my channel. My name's Eric. This is Cruise Control. And remember, just drive.